Finance can supplement the response given. Responding exactly to that query.
Okay, let's hear from Chief Officer, then the COB will corroborate what he said.
Thank you, Chair. The financial year ends at 30th June. When it comes to June, we don't always receive money by 30th June for the last financial year. We receive the money in July or late after the 30th June. So, but on 30th June, what is paid first is the net. While the statutory, which is supposed to be paid from 9th of the next month, when you receive the July disbursement, you pay. So at the end of June, the month of June, the cut-off point for that financial year, the amount, the figures has already been gone to the new financial year. So when you are paying, it's like you have paid it late. We paid it. We paid it. The amount is cleared. The second thing, what the Accountant General is saying is the budget for every month, you budget for 12 months for salaries. But starting of the month where we came in, there was a backlog of the deductions. The ones we have paid, the 190, which is pay and other taxes, like VAT, withholding taxes, are also accumulated in this. So it is accumulation of the two factors.
The accumulation is 190.
190.
But we are talking about 135,
yes,
which is for June. Control of budget, is any of this making sense?
Thank you, Chair. What I understand from the Chief Officer Finance, when he's talking about the net, probably he's paying from a bank overdraft, not requisition from COB. COB requisitions are gross amounts.
Can you clarify that,
Yes.
Governor?
I think, although I'm not the actual actor, but I can say from my understanding of finance, you requisition the entire amount to the controller of budget, but because you don't have the money, from a cash flow management point of view, you give priority to payment of salaries, and because the statutory deductions are due by 9th of the next month, in this case by 9th of July, then you can pay what you requisition the controller of budget and they approve together with the salaries, but you delayed the payment of the statutory deductions. Because given the 2 hours, delaying salaries is causing problems. So you pay the salary.
If we did a test, we will then confirm that the 135 million was subsequently remitted before the 9th.
It was paid.
Auditor General, you will need to help us on that. They will need to demonstrate that evidence because you have flagged in your report late remittance of statutory deductions. I think it's a very substantive issue in your report. So I doubt whether this explanation can cure what we are seeing here and what you have cited. You have cited 168 million, a different figure. 168, there's 135, there's 190. So it looks like a systemic problem, Governor.
Unless we look at the exact figures, but what I do know, we are up to date with our statutory deductions, other than the estimates which KRI made on allowances which they say may have been paid and so forth and so on. The normal one, payee, housing levy, NSSF, SHA, all those, the county government of Kitui is up to date.
Senator Wambua?
So, Chair, for the record, because we have 2 responses, I want the Governor to clarify that when you requisition for salaries, you requisition gross. Yes. Because the CEO is saying that the requisition net, and we're wondering how COB can process that kind of requisition.
It's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, Now, members,
Chair, out of curiosity, what is the qualification of the gentleman who was speaking? Those was are basic. Maybe, Chair, can he go on record again? Through the chair. What is your name? What is your qualification?
okay, because I think for Hansard purposes, ideally you should have introduced yourself so that when
Yes.
you're capturing the minutes,
Yes.
we assign the name. Just introduce yourself and your role in the county.
My name is Joel Muyanga. I'm the Accountant General and Director Accounting Services.
Are you a CPA?
Yes, I'm CPA.
Number
My CPA number is 17969.
of good standing.
Yes.
Hey, that's interesting. You know, when you make such a basic error, we doubt the capacity and ability. Because that is very unfortunate, because unless COB, maybe through chair, do you normally do capacity training to county officials sometimes?
Thank you, Senator Cherargei. Through the chair, we do that, but the country must request. It has to request.
So there is a client for you.
Well,
Thank you,
I
Chair.
don't think the onus is on COB, the onus is on Eacc, which has a seat on this committee. And if you have doubts about professional competence, we shall escalate to Eacc. Well, you know, we have seen crazier figures, and if it can be explained that the 326 million was subsequently settled, which I think the Auditor General can advise us, and that we are remaining with just 300 million, that will be about 3% of your total revenues. I think yesterday we had a county here that had a pending bill of 4 billion, and we are seeing them in terms of billions. So this does not look too bad. It's not good, but let's not benchmark. Let's not say that we are okay because we are better than other bad people. So ideally,
Comparing two dwarfs, saying which one is taller.
Yes. Yeah, so I think we keep this in view, but the auditor should advise us whether the 326 was settled within the timelines, and then the date of 3 years. I think we'll take your written responses and see whether they respond to it. Otherwise, we'll make certain recommendations on how they should be dealt with. Now, members, we still have one meeting this afternoon, so let's go straight to unresolved prior year matters, and we shall proceed as follows. I will ask the governor, the storied maternity ward at Kitui County Referral Hospital, is it complete?
Chair, no, but we have allocated 89 million Kenya shillings this financial year. It's a multi-year project so that we can restart it and allocate further money next financial year to complete it.
Okay, members, unless we want to go into the details, we can keep this in view. We consider the written response. The Kabati Slaughterhouse.
Chair, maybe, Governor, what about this court matter on the Story Maternity Ward at Kitui County Referral Hospital? What was the contract sum was 242,787,625, and it was supposed to be completed by 2019. I think there is no value for money. What is the story behind it? But there was a civil case that you are supposed to pay 254 million. Maybe just 30 seconds, and you did out of court settlement of 53.0 million.
Well, it is told, I think that around the period you mentioned, 2019, and I think the contractor went to court. He was awarded some money, and
You have paid.
we had to pay because the courts didn't want to listen to any reviews. So
the-
we paid to settle so that we can get possession of the site and make arrangements to complete.
But the project is stalled.
Yeah, it is stored, it is stored. But we
So
have,
do you think is there value for money through the chair for the people of Kitui to wait a project in financial year 2016, 2017 up to now?
that's not the ideal situation. It ought to have been completed.
How much have you allocated on this budget?
So we have allocated 89 million.
So there is a new contractor on site?
Not yet. We still have to go through the procurement process. But we can hear from CEO Medical. Maybe CEO Medical, where are we with this one?
And for comfort, Chair, in mitigation, could we see the budget with this budget line of 84 million? If it's not there now, maybe to the auditors.
Before the CEO comes on board, you know, Governor, this is one of your initial major projects in the county. And I would have expected that you would be very passionate about completing this project. I don't know, and I don't want to micromanage the affairs of the county government, but I have a feeling that 89 million for a project as important as this, perhaps maybe you could have done better. I don't know. You know your financials better than I do. But the truth of the matter is that you also know that there is serious congestion in that hospital. Serious congestion. And this would really have helped our people, you know. So the CEO will give us the book responses. But you know, the passionate response from this should come from the vision carrier, because you are the carrier of this vision.
When we came in, it was embroiled in the court. Everything had stored. And we had to ensure we disentangle the project from the court process so as to process the site and so as to put money to complete it. Because even if we allocated money before, we would not have done the work because of the court case. Now that the court case is over, we have put 89. I know, and I agree with you, Senator, this will decongest the hospital, and that was the earlier intention. But when you look at our overall budget and other ministries and many other needs of the county, and also how much, even if you put a contractor there, how much work they can do per month and they can absorb, we decided initially that let's put 89 and then we can put more money. But I can tell you the ministry leadership itself and the county leadership, county executive, county assembly, I think we want to have this project complete. Thank you.
Has it been tendered already? Has it been tendered?
Well, this is where I wanted to bring the chief officer because he's the accounting officer for the same. Maybe he can tell us where we are.
Through the chair, we requested for a bill of quantities from Public Works, which we got last week. And now we've done the requisition. I have signed, the chief officer for finance has signed, the head of procurement has signed, so it's now, we're expecting that by Friday or even tomorrow, the advert will be out, so the procurement process is ongoing.
Now, honorable members, remember, these are issues we have prosecuted before. That's why they are referred to as unresolved prior year matters. And we have given recommendations on them in the past. I think what we need to confirm is whether the recommendations have been implemented or not. And if they've not been implemented, then it is upon us now to make not further recommendations, but to call for action to ensure that these things are closed. So the Kitui County Referral Hospital is still incomplete. The Kabati Slaughterhouse, which we discussed at great length before this committee last time, and Governor, you gave certain commitments. It's still not available to the farmers of Kitui.
Yeah, I will request county attorney to say where we are because it's a matter in court. And that's what is tying us. We are ready to operationalize, but
is that the same status that we were in last time you appeared before us? Because I remember the senator was very passionate about this.
I agree with you, Chair, but you tell us why are we where we were even last time?
Has there been anything? Has there been anything incremental, or we'll get the story we had last time?
In court, yes, maybe let's hear from him, Chair, with you.
Okay, fine. Because I need to manage this meeting quickly. There's another entity that is waiting.
Thank you, Chair. There is some progress towards resolving this matter. The last time we were in court, the court directed that both parties file their accounts with the court. The accounts were not reconciled. That is, the county government and the contractor were filing different figures. So the court directed that the deputy registrar will reconcile these accounts and issue a certificate. Chair, the court has not been ready, but we have a date on the 9th of this month where the court will give further directions on the matter. Thank you.
So, long story is that Kabati Slaughterhouse is not available for use.
Senator Wambua? Chair, allow me to just say something about that, that project. And we have said everything that we could say. But perhaps we can begin by congratulating Charlo. Now I think from the time that he was here, now he has been confirmed as the Attorney General, the county attorney. The last time he was here, he was a solicitor. Now, I wish that promotion came with a settling of this matter, at least. You know, I'm saying that, Chair, and this is not a light matter, because actually the next neighbor to this slaughterhouse is that Charlo guy. Is a neighbor to where that slaughterhouse is. Yeah. This MCR, the chair of Park Tree Assembly, that is his local market. And Chair, for the longest time, and this is where it gets painful, for the longest time, the people that consume meat in Kabati and its environs are consuming meat from a makeshift thing they call a slaughterhouse. Surely, Governor and the county attorney, you can give to the people of Kitui. And I know perhaps the contractor is making demands that perhaps maybe cannot be met, but I'm very sure there are conversations that can take place. Can we, Chair, get a commitment from the county government of Kitui that the next time we sit to look at prior year matters, this will not be on the list of those things?
Governor?
Chair, this is a project which was given out by the former Kitui County Council for 4 million. That was a contract sum. Then later on, it grew into what the contractor was demanding. I don't know how he worked out. He wants to be paid 38 million. When we came in and we were confronted with that, we said this will not be the best way to spend the money of the people of Kitui. So the matter is in court, and the workings which have been done are pointing at him not being paid that kind of money. And actually, he has played a major role in delaying everything. Because even when they were requested by the court each to submit their workings, he did not do it. We did it ourselves. So let's wait on 9th. Once it is a judge that we pay him a certain amount. Will ensure we pay him so that we can utilize the facility.
No. Okay. Yeah,
At one point, we were even thinking just building another one. But let's wait for we get this one. Because if it was 4 million and he wants 38, there are question marks.
You see, I feel that pain, Chair. I feel that pain on the side of the county government. The principal amount and the amount being demanded by the contractor. But Governor, if it comes to that, if that is what will resolve this issue, then so be it. Because I'm very sure, apart from just the service, Chair, the revenue coming from the slaughterhouse to the county government of Kitui would be a lot more substantial than even what we are collecting from Sant. It serves a very big area. So if it means then that you move into another project, if that is what you have to do, I don't know, let's just have a slaughterhouse for this region.
And really, it's tiresome to hear the same explanation. Governor, I think I listened to that explanation last time. You made commitments. 1 year down the line, we are still giving the same explanations. So I think members, we must make certain recommendations that are final, that are binding. So it is upon us to move the House to adopt those recommendations. Could we be lucky with the X-ray building at Kaui Hospital? Proposed completion of X-ray building at Kaui Hospital. Is this one complete?
The CEO responsible for medical equipment, I will request him to respond to that and tell us where we are.
Yes, Chair, we are lucky with the Kaui block. We installed the equipment and it is functional. And while we are still that, there were two of them. There was Kaui and the Shekru Hospital, which is also part of this report. Now, the one in Kaui is at Shekru is non-functional. And so we have made the decision.
Sorry. With a lot of respect.
Sorry.
I'm trying to rush so that we can be out of here in the shortest time possible.
Yes.
Kaui, you have a long answer there.
Yes.
But the bottom line is electricity.
Yes.
Is electricity now available?
We paid the electricity last week.
Is it available?
No, it is not
all
available.
the processes. Ugali meiva ama haijaiva?
We paid and they visited the place today.
Are the X-ray machines put to use as we speak? That is when it is up on the ugali meiva.
Yes. The X-ray was installed and it is functional. The electricity was not installed. As we speak
now,
yes.
As we speak now, the X-ray machines are working in Kaui.
Yeah, they are using a generator. But the 3-phase has been paid for to Kenya Power and Lighting, and they have indicated they will be there very soon, not later than 2 weeks. Yes. And the officer who is responding, we have told him he should be on that almost every day
so
to ensure it's
where in this written response have you indicated that they're running on generators? Because what you have cited is back and forth with Kenya Power.
And also the auditor made a finding that it's not in use. So you need to indicate when you started using that facility. Because the audit query says that it's not in use.
Yeah, I think by the time of audit, it was not in use.
Yes.
But it's in use now, but using generator.
You know, that Governor, what you are saying is that you're agreeing with the findings of the auditor, and you, because you understand accounting better than a lot of us. So if it was done after the fact, then we are not doing audit here. So the fact remains that according to the report, it will appear again in the next financial year as a matter that is pending from the previous accounting cycle.
Agreed, Chair.
Yeah.
So why don't we leave this? Because you have said that on 19th January, the contractor delivered, the machine is being installed by use of generator, and ask the Auditor General to confirm whether that is the real state.
Chair, an interesting response by the Governor. It says on the X-ray technology, the X-ray technology is still viable, but there is an upgraded version of technology. What do you mean? Do you want to procure the new technology? Why are you using old technology for people of Kitui? Why don't you use the latest?
Let's hear from the CEO on the technology bit.
This
But
X-ray
my quick answer, just to save time, these were procured with that old technology about 7 years ago. This was done 19.
Governor confirmed that was within the mess thing. It was part of the mess
Yeah.
equipment, right?
So, and there were 10 of them, and all the others which were installed then, they were still operating with this same old technology.
So why don't you upgrade this technology to meet with the current technology?
Yeah, that is what we have put the CEO to discuss with the suppliers of this particular machinery.
What, Chair, maybe what was the fine print on the aspect of technology with the suppliers?
No, I think just for us to manage time, I remember this conversation last time. We put a question to the governor on obsolescence of the equipment, since there were equipment that were procured in 2017. And since their delivery in 2000, in 2020, they had not been put to use. Wasn't that the background? And we asked whether the equipment was now obsolete. And I think that's what you're responding to in that last paragraph.
Let the CEO respond to that, please.
No, I don't want to repeat the conversation we had last time.
Yeah.
Because I think I remember we had that conversation. So maybe this one is just to address Senator Cherargei's concern that the issue of obsolescence, we are the ones who raised it last time.
It doesn't make sense to install, yet it does not do the service that is required.
So I think the most important thing is for the X-ray equipment to be available to the citizens and residents of Kitui. You have indicated that this was done on 19th of January. And as of 27th of January, the machine had been installed and was using a generator, and that Kenya Power will give you 3-phase by 30th January 2026. Can we keep this in view?
Chair, as the area senator, that's okay. We can keep it in view. But I'll also be asking the question on the usability of that machine. Because, Chair, there's a conversation that goes around. Do you want Afya Bora or you want Bora Afya? This equipment, that's what I was asking the governor, is part of the MESS project, or around the same time. It was around the same time. So if it was acquired in 2020, 2019, 2020, maybe it's not MESS, but it was acquired around the same time. 2019, 2020. 6 years down the line, it's a value for money, and even the usability of that machine, I don't know.
So there were 10 of them.
Yes.
And all the others, other than Sikuru and the Kaui, they are still working, which means the obsolescence of the technology has not been attained. The one in Sikuru, which has not been installed, we have agreed, instead of installing the old one, let's get a new one from the National Equipment Supply Services, which now is running, which was a successor of MES, Managed Equipment Services. But in the rest, we have to make a corporate decision after assessment has been done to all the others. And this is a project which was caught in investigation by Eacc, all that delay and so forth and so on. So I think let the assessment be done. For Kaui and the rest, for Sikuru, we will do a new technology.
Honorable members, we have no means of confirming that these machines are running. It's only the Auditor General who can advise us. We are just taking the word of the governor. Can we be luckier with the oxygen plant machine at Kitui County Referral Hospital? We considered this matter last time, debated it at great length, made recommendations. Could we at least tell the people of Kitui that the oxygen plant machine is now functional?
There is oxygen in the Kitui County Referral Hospital, but not from that particular machine. It's a court matter. We found it there when we came in, and it's still in court. Maybe the county attorney can say something very quickly where we were with it. But there is oxygen at KCRH, but not from this machine.
County Attorney?
Thank you, Chair. The brief about this matter, Chair, is that the county government of Kitui is contesting the lawfulness of the supply of that particular oxygen machine. And because the supplier had already obtained a decree against the county government, we sought stay of enforcement and leave to defend that matter afresh, because we do believe that we have triable issues that can be brought to the attention of the court.